All right. Let's shut all this up. What's going on, everybody? This your boy Slick 50. Woo, my bad. Let's try that again. It was real loud in my ear. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick 50, man. Y'all know what it do. Happy Monday. We all hate them, don't we? We all hate them. For real, for real. 100%. But nonetheless, I hope y'all Monday is going well. Welcome back to another show of the Judges Table. Y'all know what to do. And if you don't, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. You're going to hear it often through the show. It's the one thing that is free, or the two things that are free. You understand me? To support the show, please do so. If you would like to hit that super chat, do that as well. That's another great way to support the channel. Also, you can look right here. It's going to come right there. There it is, njrmediastore.com. You want to go purchase you something from there, that helps the store as well. If there's something wrong with my volume, let me know. That's been an ongoing problem, or should I say issue. So I think everything's all as well now. So, you know, let's get it. Gotta throw the disclaimers up, throw the disclaimers up. Y'all know what it is. Everybody's opinion is their opinion. That's all it is. Don't become an asshole about it or none of that. All right? They're just opinions, man. All right? Fans that speak in their voice. You know what I'm saying? They want to be heard. And I respect everybody's opinions, even sometimes the trolls, even though you become my entertainment. But nonetheless, the link will go in there soon. Also, tonight, phone lines will be up if you do want to call in with no problem. We could try that out tonight as well. That's the number right here at the bottom, 314-717-1996. Y'all see the title. Why is everybody hating Bill Haney? And amongst other topics. If you got any other topics, feel free to put them in the chat. All right. Next to the guys, what's good? I see you, man. What's going on with you, man? What's up? Punch, I see you. What's happening? Man, that's low. That was probably on me. Let's try it again. Mark, what's happening? There we go. Punch talk, what's happening? What's good with you? All right. Mark jumped on this thing first, didn't he? H Pro. Pro. I'm gonna say H Pro. What's good, H Pro? Salute to you, fam. Let's give him a minute to walk up in this thing. I didn't put the meme up into, or thumbnail, not meme, but the thumbnail up hella late. I should have been had it out there. But nonetheless, I need to change this now. Like I was saying, these are just people's opinions. Please do not take offense. If you do, so be it. But just understand what they are. Strictly opinions, all right? And 100%. Damn, is it gonna let me do that while I'm connected? Yeah, it's letting me go. Cool. Audio, nope. Headphones. There we go. That's yes, increase. There we go. We back in business. There we go. Now, don't sound all funny. All right, let me bring my screen back up. All right, there we go. There we go. Now I'm out. Whew. One side was loud, another one I didn't know what was going on. Now we can get back to it, damn it. Yay. Like I was saying, these are just opinions. Don't be an asshole. This is my third time saying it. But if you want to be an asshole, feel free. You just can't, whatever's gonna come back at you, gonna come back at you. You gotta accept it, right? Um, because I don't know, people tend to trip out here lately over this subject, but I don't know why. Like, I'm gonna get my trill spill, and I'd like everybody else get their trill spill. Again, if there's any other topics going on in the boxing world, feel free to put them in the chat, or you can speak on it too when you call, or when I put the link in the chat, you can come on the show. This is the judges table, people. Feel free to participate. Another thing, well, it's something that all of us grown people should know. When you put something out here on the world wide web, again, it's called the world wide web. Fuck social media, right? World wide web. You're gonna get it not fuck that. It becomes everybody's business. And you can't reserve the right to say who can and who cannot speak on it at that point. Right? You can't say it's none of your business. You can't say, I don't know why you speaking on this. You can't say any of that because once it's out there, it becomes everybody's business. So everybody's going to speak on it, right? Everybody's going to give their 2 cents, whatever you want to call it, their opinion, right? Um, Regarding this Bill Haney thing, and to be honest, this was brung up from someone like you should do a show on it. I still stand firm that Bill put his son in a position or got his son into a position. So I want to correct that. Devin got himself in that position. He the one that got get in the ring and fight. But Bill put him on that path to be in the position he is, if that makes sense, right? And that's something that every daddy should want to do. Every father wants. Like that's what you want to see your son. You want to see your sons be successful, including your daughters, right? But your son is like that guy. You ain't gotta be junior. You my son. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to be able to see him become that guy that you are, or the guy that you should have been, or whatever. Because I preach my kids, I want them to be better than me, right? I don't aspire to be me. Be better than me, right? Um, and I could be a trillionaire, and I would still tell my girls that, right? Um, so you want him to become that provider, that guy that ain't got to have his hand out, and all of these things, right? And have a sense that he's gonna be a great leader of his household. The king of his castle, right? Having said that, great job. You know what I mean? No doubt. But you don't get award for that shit. Sorry to tell y'all, that's just the real of it. Now, this ain't me. This ain't me hating on Bill. But being in your son's life for any father, you don't get kudos for that. I mean, it's sad in this day and age that it seemed like you should because it's not many fathers in the households, even though there is some asshole moms out there. But at the end of the day, I don't think that you should be clapping it up for a parent to do their job. I don't agree with that. Now I do agree with father support groups, and things like that because it's tough being a father, bro. Like besides the kids, you got to make sure everything's straight. They straight, the mom straight, the house straight, the cars are straight, everything got gas, everything paid, lights on. It's a lot. But as men, I don't think we get the right to complain about it. I mean, we can confide in each other and, you know, like I said, when we get pissed off or something, have find an outlet. But other than that, I don't think that we should be wanting to get pats on the backs like how these moms be out here. I'm the father and the mother. No, you're not. You're just the mother. And I think that's what's well, I don't think that from a couple of people mouths that I've spoke to, like, yeah, like that's his fail safe. Like if he can't get you nothing else, he reverts to the dad stuff. And when it was pointed out with example, I was like, you might be right. And that gave Rosario and if you call that man a bastard and start badgering him and telling him his father was not in his life and didn't even know that his father is in his life. But you was using it as an instrument of hate towards that man, like, aha, you just a bastard. You ain't got no daddy. That's why you don't know who you talking to. Like that, I think that's rubbing people the wrong way. And then added the fact that the comment that was not well, I don't think it was well thought through per se, by saying all Mexicans have to do is get in there and fight and we have to win. That's it's plenty Mexican boxers out there that don't get revered as high as other Mexican boxers. Now that may be me as a black man looking through the lens of a black man at Mexican boxers, and maybe Mexicans do uphold all of their Mexican fighters. But where's the wrong in that? right? Where's the wrong in it? I don't see shit wrong with it. If a black man choose to uphold nothing but black fighters, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Those are his people. The Mexican people got the right to uphold who the hell they want to uphold. They got the right to celebrate who they want to celebrate. And I don't think it's necessarily racist. Maybe it might be a bit prejudiced, but it's not racist by any means. And last time I touched on this before having outside conversations about it, um, like I said, we don't call each other warriors. Only thing I ever heard warrior on was the movie Warriors come out like some shit like that, But we revered to each other like he a dog. Deontay Wilder was a dog. He was a beast. We say shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, and we uphold our own fighters. We shouldn't look to nobody else uphold our own fighters. Just like they should look to nobody else to uphold their fighters. That's their support group. Black people should support blacks, so on and so forth. I have no problem with that, but to make that type of statement, I don't think that's real, bro. I don't think that's entirely not true. You know, salute to my boy Nine. Hopefully you make it. But like he said, if it was racist, then okay, Bill Haney got a whole fight overturned and got his old back and kept the belt. There wasn't no racism then. That was against a Hispanic fighter. Can't say that. Meanwhile, two black fighters fight each other. They didn't overturn that. And everybody saw Lamont won that fight. Tank even know he won that fight. And they didn't overturn that. So to say like the screen racism, I think that's just dead wrong. And to come after people who are just stating their comments. Now, when I watched that podcast, I didn't think Gabe said anything wrong, bro. It's a podcast, bro. You can't just have a show and just, how you guys doing? Yeah, this is what happened. Like, you got to make it intriguing. You have to make the show, you know what I'm saying? And that put eyes on that show, and that brings light to boxing, period. Now, I remember Bill was trying to put a foundation together. Quote me if I'm wrong, and it was in good, I think it was in the, heart was in the right place about fathers and things like that. And I think it's big to have support groups for young fathers and things like that to promote not walking out on your family and all of that, those things, but to use it as an instrument of hate. I didn't like that at all. I thought that was some whole shit. I mean, I can't help but be mean. I just thought it was some whole shit. No disrespect, but I know it sounds like disrespect, but I really don't mean it like that. But that's just what it sounded. I was like, damn, why you go there with the man? You know what I'm saying? Because he's standing on his own 2-10, as he should. When a man going at another man, not a man and a boy, when a man going at another man, that cat gonna stand his own 2-10. And usually, if you where I'm from, you got two men that's alphas. Shit, the only thing next, they gonna knuckle up because they standing on their ground and you not finna move them. So to try to cut deep like that was like, now this is a term where I'm from, white girl shit, like, I don't know if y'all have been with a white girl and she want to cut, they always try to cut deep. It's never a subtle argument when she angry at you. It's like, oh, yeah, it's funny. That's why I fucked your brother. And then you be like, what, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how I go. And I felt like that's what that was. Like, why'd he do that, man? That was such a bad look. It was just a bad look. I know he felt like he was just joning and it's all entertainment. But as a grown man, I don't think that should have been used as entertainment. That I joan all day. But I don't go that far. You know what I'm saying? Like to try to cut deep and take somebody and you cut deep and use that to take them off their square, to me is low. That's real low. That's do low. You know what I'm saying? 100%. But it's crazy how all of this just snowball. Cause I know Bill don't do shit. Bill got a plan. It's something, right? It gotta be some method to this madness. I don't know if Ryan Garcia, that racist flu bug, went into T.O. and then it left T.O. and then rubbed off on Bill when he was at the press conference. But all this racist talk going along, all of a sudden, it's just, man, I wish it would just stop, bro, because we all know it's racism in boxing. We know that, and and I hate that they just say that. It's just racism in sports, period. It's racism in life, and that's something everybody gonna fucking have to deal with, bro. 100%. Y'all know where I stand when it comes to that square circle. Fuck the judges. Fuck the ref. I'm trying to get you out of there because I already feel like everybody against me. So at the end of the day, I think everybody got to take that type of stance. I mean, shit. Instead of bitching about it and being a victim about it, do something about it. You know what I mean? 100%. If you ain't willing to do nothing about it, then shut the fuck up. That's just how I look at it. And that's not pointing at Bill, that's pointing at everybody like that's screaming that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, and if it's the new thing to hype up fights, I think it's the wrong fucking thing. Now I got a question for y'all. Like with all this added stuff that Bill is doing, I ain't even got to the other stuff, but now I got another question too. Um, do you think everything that's going on is like added more pressure on Devin to win, or do you think Devin just not gonna give a fuck? Right? Because this is starting to snowball. If I feel like it's snowballing into that effect, maybe the closer it get, Bill start talking more, and then dad writing a check that his son got to cash. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? His mouth writing a check that his son has got to cash, and I feel like that the first fight when he was screaming, "Put your kids to sleep. It's gonna be a murder." X, Y, and Z. I felt like that was adding pressure on Devin. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like that. Like, why are you doing all that, bro? Because now the world is gonna expect this spectacular run out of Devin. And I mean, we know the results, right? You know what I mean? Do y'all think this is gonna snowball into that same type of effect where Bill is out here campaigning, if you want to call it that, any kind of which way he wants to, you know what I'm saying? And then the ultimate person that got to pay the price is Devin. I I don't know. I want to know y'all thoughts on that. Um, but yeah, all the racist talk and all of that, I think that's just not what's up. Now it's crazy I'm saying this, but I got another question. If you part of the same race, can you be racist against like, can another black person be racist against another black person? Can a Mexican be racist against another Mexican? Now this is a legit question because moving around different places, I know people act different in different places, right? For instance, we went through the whole thing we went through with Tio. Remember the whole he was saying nigga and all him and his dad and all that. I'm from New York and all that. They really do that out there. But see here, they don't do that. Ain't nobody doing it out here in the Midwest, right? And it would be frowned upon if I was in a restaurant and T.O. was in there and he'd be like, "Nigga, what you say?" And everybody in that restaurant gonna turn around and be like, "What is he on?" You know what I'm saying? So I've learned where it's not about where you from, it's where you at. So I want to know because, like, okay, this whole thing. Salutes to all my Hispanic and Latino fam out there, but they jumped on Bill Trail, said he's being racist towards Tank, and I'm like, how can he be racist against Tank? So I was sent the video of him, which is old. Nobody said anything about it then, which could be counter racist because everybody was laughing at it, but nobody gave a fuck at the same time. So what I'm trying to say is this: if you was any, if damn, I only can explain it from my point of view. Okay, the video I'm talking about is this: is that Bill was at the zoo. He had his camera on, and he had on a monkey. He said, "There go Abdul Wahid" or something. He used his Tank Muslim name, right? Now I felt that was kind of low. I did, Not the but the thing was low was because the man is a Muslim himself, and then he took a shot at a Muslim, at a young man that just became a Muslim and used his Muslim name, right? Now for his Muslims, it's like a brotherhood, like you brothers, like it's like a real deal thing. So right there, I'm like, dang, that was kind of low. But in my mind, it was like minus the monkey though. I didn't even care about the monkey. I didn't because it was another black man saying it to another black man. You know, I'm known for saying you better shut your monkey ass up, right? But this is our bubble. I'm not the only one that say this shit, right? I'm not. I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not the only one that says that phrase. But that's here now. If it came out of a white person's mouth, it would hit different. If he said you better shut your monkey ass up, I'd be like it would hit different, right? But I know in different regions and different places in America, even if I said it probably to a black person somewhere else, they'd be like, what the fuck that mean? You know, why'd you say that? You know. So I'm asking the question, is it racist for a black person to say that about another black person? Or it could be a Mexican calling each other a racial slur and it's just cool amongst them. Like, is it that deep? Right? Like, is it? Maybe I'm a fool for asking. I don't know. But it's just something I want to know because it blew me away how, like, now, and I'm being real, not picking on nobody, a lot of Hispanics on fucking X is riding with that video, but I'm seeing some familiar fucking platforms that's riding with that video that was laughing at it when it first dropped. They were laughing, ha ha ha, Bill Clown Tank. And those same platforms are taking that video and saying Bill is being racist towards Tank. Now, I'm gonna ask this: are those platforms racist if they how they flip flop that? Because it's almost like you contradicting yourself. If you saying Bill is being racist towards another black person, but beforehand you had the same video on your platform and you were laughing at it, does that say you're racist? Or you just trying to ride the wave and don't even know that you making yourself look bad? That's what I want. Like, I like I say, I'm a quiet dude. I pay attention to a lot. When people think I ain't paying attention, I'm paying attention. But certain shit just don't slide past me like that. And how is that okay? How is that all right then? Salutes to Bill Terrace. He said Devin needs to tell his dad to stop. And he said, yes. Bill Terrence says, yes. What's the second yes to? That a person of the same race can be racist? I think they can, but what I'm saying is, like, do you have certain phrases that if certain phrase, I don't know your nationality, Bill Terrence, but a certain phrase that y'all use amongst each other, right? Like I use rap, like, man, you better hurry your monkey ass up. Another black person that I know would not took offense to that. They're like, man, shut your ass up. All right, la 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 la. Now, I have seen black people be racist toward black people. Like, straight, I hate black people. I can't stand niggas. Y'all motherfucker, like, for real. Like Uncle Ruckus type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, black people can be racist against black people. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, that's what I'm trying to say. Hold on, y'all. We got a caller. Let's see if we can get this working. That's what I'm trying to say. What's up? What's going on, caller? Hello?
Yeah, what's up, GMT?
What's happening, man? What's your name and state where you from?
Terrence Bell, the one you just referred to.
What's happening, man? What's going on?
Hey, man, yes, you can be black and be racist because we do shit different.
Uh-huh. You care to elaborate?
Right?
Yeah, is that your TV in the
So
background?
Bill,
Is that your TV in the background?
no, that's actually you. I got to turn you down.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, no, the whole Bill Haney thing, dude. That dude is crazy, man. That dude goes from one to another. You know what I'm saying? Like he want to knock down all the white folks putting down the black fighters, right? But then Devin, and I'm not a Devin fan at all,
Oh, okay.
but Devin, he has been pampered, man.
Mm-hmm.
He has been, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I understand Bill taking up for his son. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe that Bill is hurting his son.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? He's. Do you think that Devin is a pariah? Do you really think that he is everything that his dad says that he is? Do you really believe that?
No, I can't believe
I'm
it
talking
because
to you.
yeah. No, I can't believe that because Devin hasn't he doesn't talk enough for us to even feel that. You get what I mean?
See, there you go. Yep. Keep on going with it. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah,
You right there.
no, I'm with you on that. That's why I was asking, do y'all feel like Bill Mouth is writing a check that his son ass might not be able to cash? Right? Because like he's propping him up to be this guy or seem like this guy, but then when it's time to when it's time to put on the show, it doesn't match. If that makes sense, you get what I mean?
Yeah, right. So now he's going to go over here with is it Ramirez?
Yeah, Ramirez.
Or he's going to go over here and he going to get Ramirez. I believe it. I don't believe Ramirez can beat him. Do you think Ramirez can beat him?
I think Ramirez have a chance, but I also think it's a reason why it's at 144. Bill stated that Ramirez
Why?
requested 144, but I also remember hearing Ramirez saying when he came back it was going to be at 147. Right? You know what I mean? And also y'all have the option to be at 147. Ramirez can't tell you where you going to fight at. So I think it's a reason to keep him at 144, to be honest.
Is that an advantage for Haney?
Yeah, I think it's an advantage for Haney.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and just roll with it. Let's go ahead and say Devin's going to beat Ramirez.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's say that. Okay. Now he's got to go see Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
Does Garcia really beat Rolly? And I'm not a fan of neither one of them. I'm not. None of the three that we're talking about. I'm not a fan of none of those guys.
Uh-huh.
But do you really believe that Garcia can beat Rolly?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, 100%. Because
Wow. Okay.
no, the only reason I'm saying it is just styles make fights where you gonna have Ryan got feet and then Rolly is just a straight and forward backwards fighter. Now he do got pop. That's what it's all about with that fight because you got Rolly, he got pop and Garcia got pop. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is that Garcia got feet. So I believe Garcia can walk him into something. And this is a different not to say this like this gonna make him Superman, but he seems to be more focused. You know what I'm saying?
But see, Rolly, I don't know Rolly at all, man. But Rolly just seems like he's always out of it. You know what I'm saying? He's like he don't even know how to answer questions right. But anyway, if Rolly hits you, Tank said it. Rolly got some pop, bro.
Yeah, Rolly got pop. Hey, that's a fact. Rolly got
So
pop.
you telling you so you don't believe that Rolly could catch Garcia?
No,
And okay, let's go here.
You asked
So
me. You asked me, do I think Garcia was gonna win? You didn't ask me if I think Rolly could catch Garcia. Now he could catch Garcia. If Garcia go in there and be sloppy and be repetitive with his punches, hell yeah, hell yeah. But I'm basing my assumption off of this is. It just seems like the kid is more focused, and he gonna use his feet more like how he used to. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the downfall. See, people concentrate on the downfall. I forgot my guy that knocked him down, and after that, the guy that knocked him down, he got back up and knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? You know who I'm talking about? I can't think of his name. Carl Frampton, I think it was, wasn't it? He was flea footed.
No,
Who was that?
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Those three guys we're talking about. I don't follow these guys.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't.
okay. Well, once upon a
I don't know
time,
too much about these guys like that.
we kind of witnessed like Ryan looked like okay, he may be that dude, and then all of a sudden, it was like after the Fortuna fight, something changed in him. You know what I'm saying? Just changed him. It was not the same Ryan Garcia. I could definitely tell you that. I don't know if it was allegedly the drugs that people be talking about that he do, or he started drinking, or was the mental
Okay,
health.
then.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Devin doesn't do any of those things, right?
Right. Facts.
But no one's giving Devin. Or let me ask you this: are you giving Devin a chance with Garcia in this rematch? Are you giving him that? And second question is, what fight would you rather see? Garcia, Haney, or Garcia and Tank? Because me and my brother argue about this all the time.
I give Devin a chance, but it's based on his mental. Like, I mean, that man did damage to him, so I don't know if he's gonna relapse in the ring or not. But I do give him a chance. I kind of see Garcia pulling it out because, like I said, if he clean, he healthy, hey man, and he already took his punches, so he might just try to walk through him. Who knows? You know, at that point. Now, for as the Tank and Garcia, the only way I want to see that, they got to be at a catch weight. I don't want to see him suck Ryan all the way down to 135 again.
But here, why does he have to?
Who, Ryan?
Yeah, why does he have to come down to Tank? Tank ain't the shit no more.
Yeah,
He just got beat by Roach.
yeah, he the draw though.
We all seen it.
Yeah, we all saw it. I agree with you 100%.
And me and my brother argue about this all.
But
He's the catch. He's just no.
PBC don't
Real
know.
fight.
PBC don't know how to operate from the B side though. You know what I'm saying? So that fight will never happen if Tank got to be the B side. That's just 100%.
Yeah, okay, but so what I don't understand is how can that Tank fight with Garcia, other than on Tank's side, be for him? You know what I mean? Tank should be going after Shakur. He should be looking at Keyshawn Davis. He should be looking at who else is up there? Cambosis, right?
Right.
Gary Antoine. No, he can't mess with Gary Antoine. No, he can't mess with him. He's big.
Okay. But the thing is, though, I mean, we talking about a cat that willingly said publicly that he don't care about Lakers. He here for the money. So I think him. I do agree with everybody.
So that money that he would get with a rematch with Garcia, he will make more on that rematch. I mean, with that rematch than him fighting Shakur or him fighting Keyshawn. Because I really don't believe. I don't believe he can mess with Keyshawn. I think he may be able to touch Shakur. I don't believe in Shakur like that. I just don't.
Mm-hmm. Well, what makes you not believe? Let me ask you, what makes you not believe in Shakur?
Well, his hands for one. His hands for one, dude. He's like a Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, like Duran got into his head, right? Duran got into Sugar Ray Leonard's head. That's why he lost that fight.
Right.
Duran didn't fight his fight. I'm sorry, Sugar Ray didn't fight his fight. But the second one he did get him, and Duran gave up. But anyway, so Shakur, everybody says he's a pure boxer. That is all true.
Yeah.
He does have light hands. That's all true. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I think he can be touched, man. He can be touched. If somebody really, I even thought Schofield would have. I really wanted to see that fight. I really thought Schofield would test him, like Roach did Tank. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's exactly who I was hoping did, because I want to see somebody push Shakur, see if it's another level. You get what I'm saying? Such as when Tank fought Pitbull, he showed us another level. And that's what I want to see versus everybody being skeptic, can Tank get to him? Because my thing is, can Tank get to him? You know, he's like the master of distance, bro. It's hard to hit Shakur. And like you say, he might got light hands, but he got enough. He got something in there where it make people want to jump on him, because I argue this to death. Everybody said he ran from De Los Santos, and the boy had one hand. But not one time in that De Los Santos fight did he try to jump on Shakur. He did not once try to rush in on Shakur. He didn't try to jump in on. So he hit him with something to make him question. You get what I'm saying? But I say that
Right, but can he question Tank? Can he do that and question Tank and make like Lamont, like whatever Tank gave Lamont gave it back.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Now look at this, but check this out though. Lamont is not really known for his power, but he made Tank get on his bicycle just because Tank couldn't figure him out.
Right, but he touched him too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He touched him too, though. But I'm saying that, but Lamont is not known for his power. You get what I mean? Such as Shakur,
yeah, but Tank was supposed to take him out.
Yeah, Tank was supposed to take him out. The Tank was supposed to take right, right.
Right, but see, check this out though. Devin Haney, right? Okay, so now we're coming back to the original question. Devin Haney, right? They say he's just like Shakur. He has no fist. Me and my brother argues all the time. He says the reason why Ryan Garcia is going to kill Devin Haney is because Devin Haney is soft. Well, in my opinion, I believe that Ryan Garcia is soft. I don't believe that he can touch Teofimo. I don't believe that he can touch Boots. There's no way. He can't even. There's no way. And Ryan is a big boy. He's not going to be down there. He's not going to be at 47 too long, dude. He's going to go to 54. You see what I'm saying?
That's why I think he belongs.
And Devin is a big dude.
Right.
Devin has to go back. He can't come. He can't, dude. He just can't.
Yeah. But I think these two fights that's gonna happen on Friday, May 2nd, I think these fights are like their trial. Well, what's the word? Crossroads for them. You know, I want to see if Ryan is his head in the great space and he's back to his boxing skills and not just being repetitive with punches and things like that. And I want to see Devin get back to his boxing. Just be you. Don't be trying to be a knockout artist. Don't go in there trying to kill somebody. Perfect what you good at. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether that weathers the storm of Devin going forward, I don't know. But I don't want to see Devin trying to go in there and be no puncher, and he's not a puncher. And I definitely don't want Ryan going in there trying to be a fucking a brawler when he's not a brawler. He's a boxer puncher. You get what I mean? And it just seems like
Ryan will come in. I already kicked your ass for real. Ain't none of that amateur shit no more. I kicked your ass in front of the whole fucking world. I believe that Devin's going to come in and be like, okay, yeah, you got me on that one. But this is going to be a different story tonight.
I think Devin going to
You know what I'm saying?
I think when Devin fight Garcia, what I believe is going to happen is, what I believe what we're going to see is Devin be on his bicycle. I believe Ryan already felt this power, and Ryan feel like he could walk through that shit. So I feel like Ryan's gonna come forward.
And you said, didn't you have him? Did you have Devin 7 or 8 rounds of that whole deal?
What, that fight?
That fight that they had.
He could have came.
How many rounds did you give Devin?
No, I didn't get. I gave him like 2-3 rounds. The rounds he could have came back in, he didn't even try. He didn't even try. That was the most poor fight. Both of them gave the poorest performance of the year. On my award list, that was the worst fight of the year to me, bro. Everybody thought it was a shit, but it was the worst fight ever, bro. Garcia was not in shape. Devin wasn't fighting his game.
Yeah.
I was like, what is these kids doing, bro?
Yeah, they was all over the place. They looked like a playground fight right there.
Yeah,
right.
I was like, this is awful. And then when Ryan got tired, I'm like, go ahead and box this fool. He wouldn't do. He kept trying to go back and get the knockout. And then while he hitting Ryan, like the one round where Ryan had his back turned, and he just kept hitting him in the ribs, Ryan turned around and stole on him, wobbled him again. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, yeah, it just wasn't good. You know, it was good for what it was, but it was not like a fight of the year or like, oh my God, not in my eyes. I just
saw
two fighters giving the worst performances of their career. That's what I saw.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I definitely wasn't one of the ones. I definitely wasn't one of the ones where like, oh, Ryan was like on tip top shape and he was just beating the fuck out. Yeah, he was knocking the shit out of fucking Devin, but other than that, man, that man was through. That man was tired as fuck. He kept looking up at the clock like this shit ain't over with yet. He was tired as hell, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So all
Garcia, I I don't believe. Look, if Rolly's awkward as hell, and I'm not a big fan of that guy. I believe I seen him fight, and I only seen snippets of him with Tank, and then with oh my god, with Pitbull. No, I couldn't believe that one when he bought the damn Chihuahua. You remember that shit, dude?
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna be real with you. Rolly got popped, but like I say, this guy about to get back in the ring, and we saw him with the Barroso fight. He couldn't even handle Barroso old self. So it's like I think he's shell shocked, man. He's scared of getting embarrassed again. See, Rolly when he fought Tank, he wasn't afraid because he had never been knocked out, and he was pressing Tank, arguing, and he was winning the fight. But once he got knocked out and came back, it's like he been going on the back foot. He don't want to give you a chance to get close to his face. So in that fight against Garcia, hey, like I said, he might get tapped one time and fuck around and fold. You never know. You know what I mean? You never know. So, and the same thing for Dev. We don't know if he's damaged goods until he get back in the ring. That's why I'm saying I want to see these
Right.
fights.
Well, we'll know with Ramirez.
Yeah,
we got to see about that. But hey, but look, the guy that's getting ready to fight Teofimo, that's Barboza, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Didn't he beat Ramirez?
I think he did, but that was at 140. Yeah, that was at 140. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because you guys always bring this stuff up, and I was a wrestler back in the day, and I'm gonna tell you, 5 pounds doesn't mean anything when you're down there. I wrestled at 136, 145, and 147, and that weight really doesn't matter like that. I mean, you can feel it a little bit, but if you got the skills and all that stuff, it doesn't matter. It just goes down to what you got in your heart like that. So whenever y'all talk about the weight thing, that's not a big difference. Now, when you're talking about Boots, I swear to God, I don't know this guy. I don't know nothing about him. But I'm sure this guy walks around at 185, 180 pounds, bro, and he's fighting at 47.
Yeah,
that's a lot of weight, bro.
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna find a person to disagree with you on that. Everybody feel like he should be at 154, but most fighters try to fight where they feel good at. Meaning they be afraid that if they go up, they'll lose their speed, or some lose power, or you know what I mean, they lose a step. You know what I mean, so they try to stay where they can, but I feel like once you're going against the grain like that, you ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. That's all you're doing. You're hurting your body. So
yeah, look at Jaleel Hackett, dude. This guy walks around like a goddamn running back, dude. This dude is
big.
easily.
Yeah, he's big.
Dude, Jaleel, come on, man. And then when he makes weight, you can see he's like kind of like when you see him in his interview, he's like kind of disoriented. Like I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but I'm just like, this dude just seemed like he didn't got really like out of it, whatever. I don't know. But when he's full, you can see. You know what I mean? He's brash. He's walking around. He's confident. But then when he makes that weight, and here's another thing that gets me with a bunch of these guys. I think you said it. If you make the weight, I don't care about the rehydration shit. Mm-hmm. If you make the weight, and I'm going with Boots too. 185, you come down to 47 and you kick ass, that's fine.
Right.
As long as you make the weight, you made the weight. It's okay, right?
Right.
Yeah, it should be, I made the weight.
No,
Who cares about rehydration? None of that kind of shit.
Yeah. No, I'm fine. As long as you make that fucking weight, man, you know how I walk around. It's your solemn choice to you take it or not. You know what I'm saying? And I believe it should be on fair playing ground. It's been like that forever. You know what I'm saying? Only one belt.
Right. So why did Devin Haney make a big deal about 3 fucking pounds? It didn't matter.
It shouldn't have mattered. So it shouldn't have mattered if you wasn't gonna make him sweat it off. See, that's what I would have did. I'd have fucked with his head and made him sweat it off. And it wasn't nothing new to them. I don't believe it was nothing new to them. And if it was, they just don't pay attention to their opponents, because Ryan Garcia, I think, only fought one time at 140. All his other fights been catch weights at 143 or more.
He said he never made 40, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
No, he made 40, I think, one time. He made 40 like one time. He made 135 for Tank. But other than them fights, he's always been fighting like 130. I mean, my bad.
I thought he made 137 for Tank. And I think Tank was mad about that.
No, it was 135. He weighed in at 135.
He made the weight.
Yeah, he made weight. Sucked the life.
My brother said that he was winning. My brother said he was winning 6.
Man,
Did you see that?
he was Ryan was winning the fight?
Yeah, until Tank got him with that body shot.
No, where I had it was like I saw what was coming. He was whiffing a lot of punches. He was being real repetitive. Ryan rocked. I think it was the second round. That was Ryan's best round with Tank, and he rocked Tank, and Tank held on for dear life and got up out of there. But after that, Tank got on that back foot and got smart and countered his ass. But like, it was a good fight while it lasted. But I knew Tank was gonna pull it out just because, man, you sucked that man all the way down to 135, and I wasn't too mad at it because he, and on the tail end of it, Ryan didn't have to accept that motherfucking fight. You know what I'm saying? He knew what came with that shit, and he knew what the play was. So, and at the same time too, though, we know Ryan Walk. He is a big kid. You know what I'm saying? Tank's a little fella. So I was like, shit, man. In a way, I hate that Tank did that, but I kind of understand. Like the dude went finna come in weighing a 150 something against me. You know what I'm saying? So, but
I think that's
that's
why.
what
I think that's why.
negotiations
I
were.
think that's why. Well, yeah, negotiations, right? But see, Tank is, and like everybody's saying, he being a prima donna. And what he gonna do, and what he ain't Floyd, even though he try to think like he is Floyd. He's
Right.
not. You don't get the benefits that Floyd gets. But the difference with him, and I don't want to go because everyone's talking about let those old fighters be that, because these guys now are totally different from the old fighters, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
They are. I mean, their hands hurt. I got to take off. There's too many belts out there. I mean, like back in the day when Floyd and them, well, shoot, you can go back before that. When Ali and Sugar Ray and them, it was like what, one or two belts. Now we got what, 5 belts out there or
That's a
something?
total of 17 belts.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's oversaturated, man. They want to put that's so them sanctioning bodies keep getting money. They get that 3%, and that's what it's about for sanctioning bodies.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
see,
people hate the
the fighters
sanctioning
wasn't
bodies.
getting that big money. GMT, they wasn't getting all that money. I mean, like Turkey just, or I don't know if it was Turkey or Dana. I think it's more Dana
Of what?
with this whole pay structure. This dude,
Yeah,
man,
that's Dana
I mean,
that's Dana stuff.
that's
That's
Dana, right? He
yeah.
said he's trying to run this shit like the UFC with, okay,
It ain't
look,
gonna work.
this is what you. It ain't gonna work.
No, it ain't gonna work. That's why before that came out, I said if he try to pay fighters, I don't know if you was on here in the show where I was trying to tell everybody what a 10-10 deal is. They call them like a 5-5 deal, 10-10 deal. I mean, I'm gonna give you 10 fights, 10,000 a piece. You see what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna sign you for 5 fights, 5,000 a piece. These kids ain't getting paid nothing over there at UFC. That's why you had that big Francis Ngannou had left UFC because his highest payday I think he said was 850,000 or 950,000, and he's the champ. He's their face, and that's all they were giving him. So like when that's why Bergen, like if they try to pay boxers like that, no, they're not gonna get nobody over there. If anything, it's just gonna be a bunch of prospects. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be like that slap boxing league. You don't know who they is, but everybody gonna watch because they just fighting, and they gonna be prospects. It ain't gonna be no names over there for no fucking $50,000 or no. What was it? The highest motherfucker was gonna get paid 50 grand. Yeah, right. Ain't nobody doing
I put you on
150
speaker.
grand. I
I
mean,
put you on speaker. I put you on speaker for your echo. Okay.
all right. But yeah, so like, ain't nobody gonna ain't nobody gonna come over there and fight for 150 grand like that. No, bro. No,
So,
sure.
but check this out. They're gonna have to, because he just signed with Turkey. Turkey then got all these fighters over there. Now they done put up this whole pay scale, and I remember, I don't remember everybody's purses, but I remember Zab Judah said he took a fight with. I think he said he had to fight with. I'm not sure who it was, but he said he took that fight and got $100,000 for it. Well, all these fighters are not getting that kind of money. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah.
They
That's
talking
that's a
20,000,
yeah,
50,000,
yeah.
70,000. Wait a minute,
No, what's
man.
gonna happen is you're gonna see names over there, but they're gonna be a whole different pay grade than the undercard. That's what's gonna happen. So, like for instance, they're stating that the Terrence Crawford and Canelo card gonna be the first TKO card, right? Well, you best believe Terrence ain't getting no fucking 100,000, and you damn sure ain't paying Canelo 100,000. Now everybody else on that fucking
No,
card probably getting pennies.
that's 50. What I heard was Crawford's getting 50 million,
Mm-hmm.
and motherfucking Canelo getting 70 million. Now I still understand. I can't do the math like that, but damn, Turkey. And I understand everybody keeps saying Turkey's not trying to make money off of this deal, but goddamn, dude, you got to get your return on this investment, man.
Well, that's the thing.
You just can't throw away that kind of money.
You got to spend money to make money, bro. You got to get eyes on the product. So he don't plan on, like, I did a video. Everybody was like, "Oh, Turkey this, Turkey that." I said, "No, Turkey telling y'all the truth. Just listen to what he said." And on that call he did to over on X, he said he planned to mess with the promoters for the next year or two. After that, he not messing with no mainstream boxers and nothing like that. He's solely gonna be focused on his shit. But the thing is, in this year or two, he's gonna have to use big names to garner eyes on his promotion. You get what I'm saying? So if everything goes right, he can get some little prospects over there that ain't never got paid before and pay him 20 grand. You get what I'm saying? But the thing
so that's where Dana White comes in. That's where Dana White comes in.
Right. But here's the thing though. What type of contract he finna give? See, they just put the pay grade out there. What kind of contract you about to try to lock these kids in?
That's all Dana White, bro.
Yeah,
that's Dana White.
That's the part that's bad. If you gonna pay prospects 20,000, 50,000, that's good money for just coming in. You know what I'm saying? But like at the same time though, how many fights are you trying to lock them in for at that pay rate? No, you're not. That's the thing. And that's how he be getting his UFC fighters, and all the shit he talk about boxing.
Dude, them guys get their asses kicked, dude, and they don't get paid big money, GMT.
No, they do not. They don't get paid. None of that. And then the bullshit they go through, because all the shit that Dana talk about, like he was just talking about the sanctioning bodies, we're not gonna have number 1 fighting number 50. You full of shit. Then how did Sean O'Malley get moved up to fight the champ? Like, you get what I'm saying? He does that shit all the time because he goes by popularity as well now. It ain't like the old UFC used to be the real rankings. He do that same shit. So that's what I'm saying. I want to see how this shit gonna work, but I guarantee it's gonna be a lot of fucking complaining, bro. A lot of complaining, man, Bill. But hey, Bill, I'm gonna give it some more people a chance to call in, bro. But I appreciate you calling in.
I appreciate your time, man. And good looking out, man.
Right on, man.
I'll keep watching, bro.
Damn right. Don't be a stranger.
That's what's up. Bet.
One. All right, y'all. Good talk. Good talk, Bill. Phone line working. We in there, baby. 9. Everybody that's in here, salute to y'all. I see y'all coming through, bro. The link is in the chat too as well. If you want to be part of the show at this moment. Like I said, I opened it up for any topics. That's why Bill was talking about everything that he wanted to get off his chest. But like I was saying, I'm gonna reiterate, these are everybody's opinion. You can't get mad at nobody's opinion. If you do, that's on you. And at the same time, when you put your business out there, it becomes everybody's business. You know what I'm saying? So everybody gonna get a chance to speak on it, and you got to take what come with that. But I meant that though, like Bill said, yeah, black people could be racist against black people. But I know I meant to ask him, where he was from, but like he probably said it, I forgot. But at the same time, like I said, in all my bubble, in the Lou, I don't know. I know some black people that don't like black people, but certain words is just like, oh, you know what I mean? But I know if I was to go somewhere else, it'll be something totally different. You know what I mean? For as the father aspect of it and all of that, I don't think that I don't think that people want to hear the father anymore. Devin got real popular like at 19 years old. Devin is how old now? Somebody tell me how old Devin, about 26? 26, 27? Am I tripping? He's somewhere around there. And if he is, that's damn near 10 years of us hearing Bill Haney. Nope, correction, church. Exclusive church. We heard church first, and then we start hearing Bill Haney. But we never really hear Devin Haney. And I think that's where the real problem lies. People want to really hear him talk, give the interviews. He had a couple interviews recently. I give him that. But for as all the brash talk and all of that, I think people want to hear that out of Dev. Now, I'm be honest with you. The way the kid talks, that'd be like trying to squeeze blood from a turnip. I don't think that's who he is. I don't think Devin is that type of kid where he just gonna talk mad shit on like a Shakur, or a Tank or any of that. You know what I'm saying? Bill will, which we do know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's Dev. I don't know Dev personally, but I don't think that's Dev's character at all. I don't think we'll ever hear Dev talking some slick shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a tap dance all over your ass, and all that shit. Pause. None of that shit. I don't think none of that. I don't think any of that. I think that I don't think he should embrace the villain role. I think he should just be the good kid that can't nobody catch or beat. I think that's should be his focus. I don't think he should turn heel. For what fucking reason, bro? That's like conforming to what everybody else wants you to be, or pandering to the crowd. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to a concert and dictate what music they gonna play. But I also think that people are giving this. I also think that people feel like Devin is weak because they're going off of Bill Haney's mouth, and it's all because what they're seeing in the ring is not equating to what how Bill Haney is propping him up. You know what I mean? Like you add in a lawsuit, you add all that in there, and all of it end up being facts, and it's just like wow. And then now Bill's into it with Charleston White, and it's like for what? I don't even know what that's about. I don't even know enough about that to speak on it. I just saw the video of Charleston White basically throwing a warning shot, like leave me alone, but he was taking his shots, but at the same time, like let me be. And I don't know what that shit's about. It was on X, and Bill had put a video up of Charleston White on stand testifying against somebody when he was like 16 years old or something, And then you dealing with that cat, he ain't got no shame, bro. He don't care. He been snitching forever. That's what we know Charleston White for. Tattletelling. he's a habitual tattleteller. He is gonna tell on you one way or another. He hope you go to jail. So it's not like nothing. That was not a good John. It wasn't. To put that he was snitching on the stand. He's made probably millions off snitching to the public. He don't give a fuck. He don't care. So I don't know what that's about. But yeah, I have no idea whatsoever. All right, y'all. At this moment, man, y'all can go ahead and hit that link if you want to be part of the show. Again, the phone line is open 314-717-1996. All right. It was some other news out here as well. What is it? Where did it go? Somebody ordered somebody. Xander Zayas. Damn, who ordered Xander Zayas and Fundora fight? That's what I want to touch on too. Cause there it is. I'm be real. This is another kid. Yeah, WBC, dirty ass motherfuckers. Let me see who ordered that. Let me make sure before I take shots. Cause I like Xander. I just don't think that's. It's just like a money grab, bro. I do not think that fight should happen. But I saw somewhere somebody had ordered them to fight. And I know he is mandatory. But at the same time, I don't think that should happen. I think he should go fight Virgil or some fucking body and unify. Straight up. I think he should go unify, bro. He don't need to fucking goddamn me be fighting Xander Zayas, man. Let that kid live, bro. And I know, salute to Xander. I know he like, what? I want that fight, but man, bro, I would hate for that kid, man, to get beat up. But I ain't gonna lie, if he get in there and show up and show out, that's what it is, man. That'd be dope. But man, bro, dude's a cheat code. I like Charles Conwell or something like that. Man, there's so many fighters out there. Virgil Ortiz, Boychuk. He need to give Zoo a rematch. If Zoo get back on the horse and get right. Who was that just won? Who was that? Ramos. I think Ramos too slow, but that Ramos and Xander Zayas would be good. Um, I don't think Erickson Lubin want that fight again. He say he do, but I don't know if he really want it. Y'all think Erickson Lubin want to fight Fundora again, bro? Like, do he mean it? Let me say it like that. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But you got Jerron Ennis. If he go up, man, there's so many names out there Fundora could touch. And Xander Zayas. But no. Nope. Nope. I don't want to see it, bro. I don't know, bro. And then he said he's a tall fighter, but if you look at his fights, he doesn't know how to fight on the outside. He's flat footed. He doesn't have the best feet. He is a warrior and knows how to fight, but I just feel like I could take advantage of a lot of things from him. Continue. What? We already had the sparring partner set up for this camp, so we already have an idea who we're bringing. We're in conversations for a title shot. This is the fight we hope is going to happen next. Hopefully, I get my title shot in the summer and I bring the championship to Puerto Rico. Man, look, he's saying that shit. But what I saw who'd he fight? My God, his name start with a B. Saturday. Shit, he fight more tall now. Hey, he fighting a little different. He ain't fighting like he fought that last fight with Tim Tszyu and him. No, 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 no. My man was throwing like this. Hooks from up top. Like he was doing his thing. I had to give it to Fundora. I said, oh, you learned. You learned. That overhand gonna be your killer. He learned. He was staying tall, goddamn me. So, and then the times he did slip up and caught that left overhand, he straightened back up real quick and got busy. So I don't know, Xander. I don't know what you're talking about. Cause it ain't that he don't know how to fight from the inside. You gotta get to the inside. He ain't gonna stand there and be fucking pecking away from you gonna be way over here, you gonna be way over here. You gotta come to him. He's tall, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know about that fight. Whatsoever. Whatsoever, bro. Mm. My bad, y'all. My bad. Had to answer something. I ain't been on X in this morning. I'm pretty sure Turk done posted some more shit. But I would like to see Virgil though at Fundora. That would be nice. But we do got that Williams Zepeda though. Tevin Farmer this weekend, dog. Hey man, y'all think Williams Zepeda gonna get rid of Tevin Farmer or Tevin Farmer gonna get rid of Williams Zepeda? Cause man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey man, I thought Tevin Farmer won that first fight, bro. They keep cheating him, man. They keep on cheating him. And I really believe Tevin won that fight, bro. Real talk. Knocked the man down and everything, bro. So I don't know. But I'm eager to see that fight. And we got Michaela Mayer and what's the old girl name? Brian Norman on that card. That's this weekend. So I'm definitely gonna be up for those. But other than that, man, I don't have nothing else. What? Usually I do all this reading before I get on here. My bad, y'all. But it's like, what are you talking about? All right, I'm gonna read this next time. I saw the interview, but they'll hate on Terrence Crawford every chance they get. Cause he mentioned Henry Armstrong. They say fans roasting him. Man, get out of here, bro. And they say Jai Opatai eyes clash with light heavyweight star Dimitri. What? What happened to Big Zerto? Man, you crazy, man. You better fucking get with Big Zerto. Fuck Dimitri. That's what we want to see. We want to see Jai Opatai fight Big Zerto. We don't want to see nothing else, Jai. We not worried about you fighting Bivol. Man, I definitely got to take a dig into this. That shit would be tough. Now, look, now I want to say something about this, man. In that interview Terrence Crawford had, he said that shit would be dope if Tank and Shakur was on this undercard, but he said he know that Tank ain't gonna take the back seat. He's a headliner. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But dog, that shit would go hard. A Tank and Shakur and Canelo and Bud. Bro, take my money now. Take my money now, bro. That payday be so hard. And the thing is, though, well, I was going to say that, but they on the same promotion. I remember Benavidez being on Tank undercard, and Tank said that he'll be on Benavidez undercard. But see, that's on the same promotion, though. But still, though, that bag will be huge. Huge. That shit at the Raiders Stadium, and oh my God, them two fights, that will be bananas, bro. I don't know what they be tripping off of, bro. I don't know what they tripping off of. And then on top of that, goddamn me, I was tripping off that too, man. They need to go and announce who gonna be on the undercard of fucking Canelo and Bud. I know they probably ain't gonna announce that. I know I'm asking for too much. They probably gonna announce that to after May 3rd. But what's on the undercard of that? Oh no, I know who on the undercard of that. That is garbage. I didn't like it. And like it was Jaime McGee, Sharash, or however you say his name, and then it was a bunch of other crap. Yeah, but that's still a great weekend of boxing because shit, I ain't trip off for that. May 3rd is Saturday. That's Canelo's night. May 2nd is Devin Ryan and Teofimo. So Friday and Saturday booked up. That's gonna be nasty right there. That's some different shit right there. 3 dope fights Friday night, and then you're gonna get a great main event. I'm gonna say it like that Saturday night. That's gonna be some crazy shit, man. That's gonna be crazy in itself. But having said this, I'm doing last call right now. Last call. Y'all hear that sound? I mean, your boy about to get out of here. If you want to hit that phone line right there, or you can hit the link that's pinned at the top of the chat. Other than that, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Real talk. But nonetheless, man, answer that question for me. I'm bringing that question back up, bro. I'm bringing that question back up, man. Is there anything that a Hispanic can say to another Hispanic that might be racist on the outside coming from someone else, but they say it to each other? I don't know. I'm not Hispanic. Is there some white person that says something to another white person that might be deemed racist coming from another person? I want to know that shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to know that shit. Because I know black people got a bunch of shit we say. And if it came out of a different nationality's mouth, we might look sideways like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So, unless you're cool, and it's still going to depend what it is. But, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I stand on, I didn't take offense to that. And that other question remains. The other question remains. For all those platforms that are trying to say he's being racist towards another black man by that video of him recording that monkey and saying Abdul Wahid, right? Like I said, what I took from that was like, damn, ain't you Muslim? He Muslim? Why would you do that to a Muslim brother, right? Now, I'm not Muslim, but I know how they look at each other and how they value each other, right? I didn't trip off the monkey. I didn't, right? But when that video first came out, everybody was laughing at it, whether you was white, Mexican, black, Dominican, Puerto Rican. Everybody that had it on their platforms was laughing at that shit. And those same platforms now got it up and saying that Bill is being racist. So if they're saying it's racist now, were you being racist when you was laughing at it? I want to know y'all thoughts on that, man. Having said that, man, let me know that in the comments, man. Salute to all my rewatch gang out there. I am your boy Slick 50, man. I'm finna get up out of here. Next live show will be Wednesday, so make sure you show up and show out then too, all right? I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all be easy. Deuces.